I'm gonna say real quick. I'm gonna just do my due diligence. And I'm gonna just let you know what's going on. So within this video, I'm just gonna be going over specifically how to EQ, how to take out certain frequencies within a certain sample, how to make certain shapes within the EQ. What should you be listening for within the EQ? These are the type of things that nobody really explained to me when it came to EQing. So that's why I want to share this information with you guys, so you guys can understand a better way of how to EQ. Also, I have a special event coming up on the 16th, and I need you to tap in, bro. I need you to tap in. The 16th, I'm going to be inviting all producers, all the artists. I also want to get managers, A&Rs, everybody that's really essential within the music industry. Every role, every leadership position, I want to have everybody inside the Zoom. So if you know any artists, if you know any producers, make sure to invite them on the Zoom. Say for instance, like, okay, TWiLL, so how do we tap in, TWiLL? Like, bro, I want to tap in. The Zoom is going to be open 10 a.m. You got a whole entire 24 hours of being inside the Zoom with producers, with artists, with possibly managers, A&Rs, anybody that's being invited towards the Zoom community. So I need you to be there, bro. I really need you to be there, because I want to extend this opportunity to you, so you can be able to get placements. You can be able to get some money in your pocket. You can be able to, you know, do what you want to do, bro. And you shouldn't feel hindered because of the fact that you don't have what you need in order to be successful. It's also going to be September 23rd. I got a platinum producer that's coming in, multi-platinum producer named TWiLL on the track. I got him coming in. He's produced for NBA Youngboy, Quando Rondo, Young and Ace. He's also produced for, hold on, bro, let me, because I don't know everybody off bat. Produced for NBA Youngboy, Rod Wave, Her, Lil Papa, Young and Ace, Quando Rondo. And say for instance, if you guys have a BeatStars or anything, he has over 1 million streams on BeatStars. So all I gotta say is, I don't have 1 million streams on BeatStars. I would tap into this. So that's why I'm extending this to you, so you can have the opportunity. And you know, you'll have a chance of being like, you know what, you want to put yourself out there, but you don't have something that'll help you put yourself out there. Boom, this Zoom is perfectly set up for you. So if you sign up on the Patreon and you become a platinum member, you'll be tapped in with the Zoom community anytime that I open up the Zoom. And also that includes weekly classes from me, just to be able to educate you guys. And what you're gonna see is one of the classes. So you right now, whoever takes the most notes within the comments section is going to be one of the 3 that gets to join the Patreon for free for 1 month. So on the 14th, I'm going to announce the winner of the person that has the most notes within the comments, that dropped the email. Third thing I'm going to need from you within the comments is your Instagram. Make sure to put your link. Do not put your @ put the whole entire Instagram link, so it makes it easier for me to click on the link and then go straight to your page. But like I said, the Zoom day is happening on the 16th, and the whole entire day is going to be planned out just for you guys to be able to come interact. It's going to be a lot of rooms that you can join. We'll have vocal production rooms, we'll have game rooms, we'll have critique rooms, we'll have cook-up rooms, we'll have private rooms. It's going to also be another platinum producer that comes in on the 29th. I would rather extend this branch of love to you. This guitar is nice, bro. If y'all need guitar loops, let me know. So yeah, other than that, I appreciate you guys. Like I said, this is how to EQ, how to take out certain frequencies. I got a little surprise for you at the end, so make sure that you stay tapped in throughout the whole thing. So love you guys, and we're gonna get straight to it. You feel me? We're gonna talk about the EQ. All right, so the first thing is we're gonna bring up this EQ. So with EQ, and you have these 7 different bands. You have the low, you have the bass, then you have the low mid, you have the mid, high mid, high, and then you got the treble. But even though it says it right here, all you're really doing is just a matter of finding exactly where certain frequencies that irritate your ear, that's what you're mainly going for. So I'm gonna see if I can pull up one of these melodies. Okay, so we'll pull this one out. But what we're gonna do is we're gonna throw this into the first mixer. So within the highs in 7, this is where your S's and your syllables. So you have the highs right here. The way that the form is, this would be a, where is it at? High shelf. Go right up here, change the form of it. And then right here is where you can make it like a brick wall, which is basically the steep. And this is where a lot of people mess up at, bro, is where people, they steep it too much, a little bit like this. And this is brick wall. Now, don't get me wrong, there's nothing wrong with it, but you don't want to just do this if you're just like, okay, I'm getting too much of a certain frequency right here, so I'm gonna just take everything else out. And that's where people mess up, because now you're taking away the highs of the melody or whatnot, what's ever going on up here. So say for instance, if you did, like I said, if you had something right here that's irritating your ear, what you want to do is grab one of these bands, as long as it has this bell shape, and then you just take it, and then if you scroll with your mouse over top of it, like you ain't gotta hold anything, just keep your mouse over top of it and you scroll up and down, you can make it a real sharp shape. So then all this does is it just focuses on a specific frequency, and then you can just turn it down to where that frequency is at. Let's raise this up real quick so we can find a frequency that we don't like. And then within the high mids, that's where you get that telephone effect. So all you got to do, you know what I'm saying, just scroll. Say for instance, this is the frequency. And it's like, okay, that's pretty irritating. If you don't have the mouse to do this, you can just go right here and you can do it by each number, because when you scroll, it just kind of goes by like 4, 9, 14, 19. And what you want to do is, once you find the frequency, is you want to go up here to this gain, and you can pull this joint down. But you want to pull it down just enough to where it's not completely taken out, because there are other things and other elements that also are within this frequency, and you don't want to just take everything out. You kind of just want to focus specifically where it's at. So y'all hear the difference now. I don't know, it's funny because just doing that by itself made it a lot more cleaner.
Let me ask you a question real quick. That 4%, is that how much of the frequency is still staying in there? Like the 4% next to the hertz at the bottom right, or the EQ, over below that one?
Oh, this?
Yeah, like if you move it like 25, 30, like 4%, like what's those numbers indicate?
Oh, so the numbers, like how sharp you want this to focus on a specific frequency. They'll make this real sharp somewhere. They'll just take out that specific frequency. I ain't gonna say don't do this, because everybody EQ's different, but if you're just trying to take out something specifically, you probably don't want to have this shape, because now everything over here is being brought down. Everything over here is being brought down. Like, think of this as volume. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna restart this and just play the sample. I'm gonna turn off these effects. I could have just went right here for real. And this is what's gonna happen. Let me put this on default. So none of the effects is working because I don't have this enabled. And this is what it does. Like I said, just makes it a little bit more crispy. It's really the small details that what you do in mixing. That's why it's like there's no rules to mixing, because there's a lot of functions. Like I said, the more that you mess with these plugins and you just go around here and just be like, all right, I'm gonna just try this, I'm gonna tweak this, and just start clicking stuff and moving this up and down, like what does this do? That's how you just experiment with stuff. So turning up the highs makes it more crispy. Now this one that's right here, this is the volume. So in some cases, say for instance, down here around 50 hertz is typically your ear is not gonna hear it. So are y'all familiar with white noise?
Yeah.
So basically white noise is noise in the highs, but in the lows it's noise that's beyond below 50 hertz that you're not gonna necessarily hear. Some of these frequencies are more so felt. They'll turn this down. Once you do this and you got 808s or you got a sub or any type of bass instrument and you don't want it to clash with this, that's when you just turn this down and you're good to go. Move it over. Now this is what people do. You've probably seen this. And it's the same exact thing. The only reason that they do this is because, remember how I was telling you guys with the white line, if you look right here at the edge of this, All this does is brings it further down, which means that it's pushing the sound even more down to the bottom. And then some people they'll put it twice. Some people they'll put it 3 times. Like, it just really takes it completely out. I'm gonna play this and adjust it. And if you listen real closely, you can still hear the bass. This is the bass. So if I just take this out, but you can still hear it. So it's like, oh, I can still hear it. Like, I need to take it out completely. That's when you just take this and drag it down. So with the Pro Q2, just do the same thing. But this is where you can really get into detail. So if you just double click it, you know, it brings up a bell. If you could just click it once and drag it or whatever, it does the same thing. And if you right click it, you got this shape, you have a bell, you have a low shelf. Low shelf is just, it doesn't take it completely out. All it does is just lowers a certain frequency. So say for instance, let me play it real quick so I can show y'all. Let me undo it. So this right here, so I'm gonna take this out. And say for instance, I wanna put that shelf, it's gonna be a high shelf. And what I'm gonna do with this shelf is the frequencies right here, I kinda wanna have everything leveled. So what I'm gonna do is just bring this down. And now it's like, okay, it feels more leveled out compared to this. So this is with it, and this is without it. You see what I'm saying? Let's do a low cut, which now takes out everything. At this point, it just takes it out. And what you could do is you could go over here to this Q, band Q. All it does is just brings it down, brings it up, and just, you know, makes that little bell shape. But if you go to frequency, all it does is just slides it left and right. Now down here you have these different options. Now these decibels, now if you do 6 dB, it just stretches it out a lot further out. If you do 18, it makes it closer. 24, you know, and just constantly brings it in. And you'll get to the point where you're gonna hit a brick wall, which is really beyond 96, but it's not, you know, it's not doing it. So if you go over here, and like I said, you don't want to cut it too much. And that's where even when you're mixing vocals, you don't want to cut it. Everything with mixing is literally just leveling it out and making it sound even, making it sound clear. And it's literally just a matter of being very subtle with the effects and all the things that you're using. And what I mean by subtle is this. So let's slide this all the way over. And we're gonna make this a little bit sharper so y'all can see what I'm saying. Okay, just that. And so we're gonna make a high cut. And this is at what, 30? So let's put this on 30. And this is what I do love about the fab filter, is you can mute everything else and it'll just focus on the highs. And now it's like, okay, sounds more crisp. Let me make this a little bit sharper though. So, and like I said, you have different ways of using the EQ for this reason. Like I said, if you're trying to be subtle, just put it in the decibel, just put it in a lower number, not a higher number, and then you'll be able to adjust it from there. But anytime using a brick wall, like say I'm trying to take out these highs in this part right here that you hear, Like it's a real skirt, like scorching type of noise, especially if it's not even really helping to bring even more quality and clarity towards the sound and the sample that you're using. So just go ahead on and just take out the unnecessary stuff. And you just want to move it to where it's like, okay, I can hear the notes, I can hear the trumpet still, I can hear a certain instrument. The flute, trumpet, like between those two instruments, because they're a high range instrument, that is what I want to listen for. And the moment that I hear either one of those, that's when I can stop. Like I can just stop moving and be like, okay, this is perfect. This is exactly where it's at. Same with here. Like the bass is exactly the focus. So let's make this sharper. I think I did what, 70? I did 96. So let's do 96 here. And we're just gonna focus and listen for the bass. See, like even though you can hear the bass right here, 50 hertz, like I said, you're not gonna really hear anything. And doing stuff like this and just constantly sliding it over is what helps you hear things a lot more better, because you're deliberately listening for something. And then also you can still see it up here. So really this right here is the range of everything that's going on. And if you look real closely, the 808s are really going to be sitting in the mix around this, around this range. The hi-hats are going to be cutting through at the 10K to 20K hertz. And that's why you want to leave room for whoever the producer is, or even for the artist, bro. Like the artists, they vocals still have to cut through everything that you're doing, even the highs. So that's why you just want to make sure that if anything, move it and adjust it to where you feel as though this sounds good. The more you do that, and the more you listen to songs, then you'll understand more of like, okay, that's what you use the EQ for if you have to go into the mixing phase. And anytime you're doing an EQ or whatnot, that's when you got stems like this. You have all these different stem tracks. This is probably a trumpet. This is a flute. This is where the sub is at. Then you got, different stems. Then you put it into the mixer and then you mix it down. But a lot of cats don't do that because it's not necessary nowadays. It's just levels. And then people just don't even necessarily care. They just want to hear what you made. And if it sounds like a guitar, it's a guitar. And that's what people care about nowadays. But anyway, so that's really how the whole EQ thing works. Go on the internet. That's what it's called, frequency chart. Now with these EQ charts, you have certain frequencies, like even with vocals, some people have a nasal voice. Some people have a very low tone voice. So a lot of these things are important, especially. So this is really all I wanted to tell you, bro. I just wanted to come up here, make sure to keep grinding, bro. I'm gonna tell you that straight up, bro, or shawty, keep grinding, bro. You feel me? Don't stop. Don't let somebody tell you that you can't do something. Don't sit here and feel discouraged just because stuff is not happening today like it was yesterday. Like yesterday, you could have got a whole placement with Lil Wayne.
Lil Wayne, where is it? Oh, Lil Wayne Gonzalez from Brazil.
Shoot, you could have had a whole placement with Drake. You know what I'm saying? But that had you hyped one day, and then now the next day it's just like bro, it ain't nothing going on, man. I want a placement. It's gonna be times like that, bro. I'm trying to tell you, it's gonna be times like that, because I go through that almost every day or every other week, bro. So just to let you know that you're not the only person going through this. I just want to let you know that I go through the same stuff. But at the end of the day, it's the goal that you're trying to achieve, that you're trying to get to, wherever you're trying to get to, bro. You got to make sure that you continue to pursue that goal, and you can't lose sight of that just because of something not happening the way you want it to happen. Like y'all got to understand, bro, things happen in due time, bro. You feel me? Just keep grinding. Like the more that you stay consistent with this, the more you'll start to learn. You'll start thinking differently. And also take chances, bro. Like, I don't know who this is for, but bro, take a chance, bro. Stop. Don't sit there and just ponder on whatever it is. Take a chance, bro. Like, you don't know what's gonna happen, bro. It's plenty of chances I done took where I had to go to Be More and I ain't had nowhere to stay. I ain't know where to sleep. But I said, yo, it's an artist, it's a producer I want to work with, so I'm gonna just go out there and do what I gotta do, bro. And I stayed in my car, bro, for like a few days until my boy was just like, oh, you need somewhere? And he's like, bro, you can stay in the studio. And I said, bro, appreciate it, bro. So Trust me, y'all, you're not the only person that go through these ups and downs. But at the end of the day, bro, I'm not gonna allow that to hinder me, and I'm not gonna make excuses for not getting stuff done. I'm focused on this goal. I'm focused on this mission that I'm on right now. I'm in a better position than where I was some years ago. You feel me? And shout out to TB, that's my nigga, bro. And shout out to YB. Like, they my pros for life, bro. Anyway, that's all I really wanted to just come up here and just share some encouragement words with y'all. So other than that, I appreciate you for subscribing. I appreciate you for liking this video. I appreciate you for commenting. I appreciate all of that stuff, bro, because it's all love at the end of the day. It lets me know exactly that you guys love these type of videos. You love this type of content. I love y'all, bro. Appreciate y'all, and expect more videos from me. I've been gone for about a week or so, but I'm back. You know what I'm saying? Some more uploads are coming up. I might go live. Y'all let me know down below in the comments if I should go live tomorrow. Other than that, appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Bye.